decided to stay home. I went out to check my windshield. I went out to check the windshield, and I still don't even know how to work my phone. There, I'm swiping all kind of ways. I'm just finding out new ways. When they come out with new software, you're supposed to go look to see how to work it. I never do that. YouTube. Just want to see. Let me see. How in the world do you? I'm on YouTube. How can I just go? I don't even know how to work my phone, y'all. Swipe. I just swiped that there. Let me see. Just me? Oh, I'm down here. Live. It says I'm still waiting for a lot. This Streamlabs kind of acts up. Streamlabs. Let me see. Yeah, I got stuck on Streamlabs a couple of times where I was looking for my video and I was live twice. Right now I'm just looking to get to see my own video, and this phone is like, I don't even know how to work it. That's probably what it is. I don't know how to work my own phone. I guess that's why it's a smartphone. Smartphone for not smart people. Let's see. I'm all over the place here on my phone. Let's see. If I go to my video, what happens if I go to one of my videos, and then I want to go to a short? I want to go to a video. There I am live. I see it. There I am. Man, I'm not worried about it. I'm just happy to be where I am. Let me see if I can hear myself. Okay, there it is. I can hear myself. Like I said, I was going to go out and play, but I wasn't comfortable. I wasn't comfortable. I'm tired and I'm rushing to do this. And I promised myself years ago, if I had to rush to do something, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to rush. You can't find no place in the Bible where Jesus was in a hurry. But then again, we are nothing like how Jesus was. He was God in the flesh. He wasn't born through sin. He was born through a virgin. He didn't come through the sin. He came here to break the curse. So he had to break he had to come in a different way. He couldn't come, he switched everything up. God overshadowed Mary. That's a good way to say it. It's so funny. I heard a minister joking, saying Mary was talking to somebody was talking to Mary. He said, now, who you say the Father is now? Who you say the Father is? But anyway, I'm glad Jesus is God in the flesh. He came here to break the curse. The second Adam. I ain't preaching. Anyway, where'd I get off to saying that? Anyway, I'm just thankful. The real reason for the season, and like I said, I've been going down to that tree I've been street performing for over 40 years, and I stumbled down there one day. I had lost my roller skates at a day before Hands Across America. I lost several flutes, and I think I had a plastic fife when I wandered down. I was looking for some place to play. And I went down to the ellipse, and there was people waiting to go in the White House. There was a line around the ellipse. Now that place is fenced off. That's where they used to have the Yuletide Carol. They used to have a log down there. They used to have reindeer. They had the nativity scene. The only thing they have down there now is the Hanukkah lights. They had all kinds of stuff down there. They had Santa Claus down there. I saw Santa Claus when his wife died. I used to see Santa Claus used to come down there. Santa Claus used to come down there. They had that because I used to go over and warm myself up by the log. It used to be so hot it used to burn your face. They had these big old trees in there burning, and they used to give you because I remember they used to always ask me did I want hot chocolate, and I said no, I can't be drinking that hot chocolate out here. Have to go, nowhere to TMI, a little bit too much information, huh, man? But like I've been down there for a long time, and I wandered down there and I saw these people wrapped around the ellipse waiting to go in the White House. So and it was drizzling, not enough to get you soaking wet, just a drizzle. So I put my cup down, my tip jar down. And I started playing my flute, my fife. And I got paid a little bit. I got paid more than I would. I got sympathy tips because people were standing in line. They couldn't get away from me. So they'd send their kid over there to put some money in there. Next year I came back and then blah, blah, blah. Ended up so it had to be at least 30 years because I was doing it. I think I was doing it for about, not quite 35 years. I think I was doing it maybe 7, 8 years before I stumbled onto that area down there. So I've been out there for a minute. Like I said, one time, I'll tell some stories. The president was coming out, and they cleared everybody out, and I had to pack up so many times. The Secret Service pulled up on his bicycle, and he said, "Man, don't pack up, man." I said here, he was on his bike. He said, "I'll stay here with you." So he said, "It ain't gonna be long." Sometimes they know how long it's going to be, but they're not supposed to tell nobody. They're not supposed to tell nobody when somebody's coming or going or anything like that. But sometimes they come up and tell me, you got to pack up, man. Something's going to happen. Like, you got 20 minutes to pack up, but hurry up. But anyway, he pulled his bicycle up, and he parked right there. He said, "I'm going to sit here until it's over." Matter of fact, his boss drove past. Said, "What you doing, man?" He said, "Well, I didn't want him to pack up. I'm going to wait here with him." The boss just said, "Boss man." Supervisor nodded his head and pulled off. So he sat there with me. He was a young Secret Service guy. Young man. And they show me all kind of respect. I was talking to the guy the other day, Secret Service. I was asking him, he was down there the days when it was cold. I mean, the wind was blowing. Last night was kind of nice. But I think it was cold last night too. Did I go out last night? No, I stayed home last night. But the night before, it was nice, but I got out there too late. It was still cold, though. You had to be wrapped up. It's like it's 50 degrees now, but it's a serious wind chill. But anyway, and one time, one of the new Park Service guys came over. There's a young guy, young Asian guy. He was so young, he said, "You can't play here, you can't play here." He sounded like an Asian, it sounded like he had a funny accent. Sounded like a Spanish accent, but he looked Asian. But anyway, he said, "You can't play here." I said, I was kind of nasty to him. I said, "Call the police." And he called the police, and they said he called them on the phone. I said, "Make sure you tell them that I've been out here for 40 years. And he did say it. He said it over the phone. He said, "This guy says he's been out here for years." And they said they weren't going to send the police. They said, "I'm not going to send nobody." But that very seldom happens. Sometimes they say, "I ain't sending nobody." I remember one time I called the cop on a guy playing in my spot. And they asked me, what was he doing? It was a good dispatcher. They just didn't send somebody out there with the guns blazing. But I never call the police on anybody again unless I think it's a life and death situation. Definitely won't, because you get the wrong police, man. You know the deal. Get the wrong police. People have called for the police to help them, and they ended up getting killed. But anyway, that's another animal. But I'm so thankful. Look here, I'm on my phone, and it looks like everything is backwards here. Let me see. No, that's right. No, that's not. No, the camera's backwards. This is facing the wrong way. No, it's facing right because this is behind me. This is my left hand. Here's my left hand. This is my right hand. When I'm playing the piano, it makes a difference what hand you're using, because a couple of times I made videos and the keyboard was reversed. But anyway, I'm thankful. God has been blessing me. Everything is got. Ain't nobody. I'll make sure. Hold on, let me see if anybody in the chat room. I don't know nobody sneaking in the chat room. I have my chat right there. Nobody's in the chat room. I think I'm on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm on 4 platforms. I can be on more if I take my time and hook it up right. There's my chat right there. There's nobody in there. And it's my, I call this over my shoulder. Over my shoulder. I can move this down so I can see the whole keyboard. Over my shoulder. Yeah, but I was getting ready to go up on a promenade. That's what well-to-do people call their roof the promenade. I went up there to check to see if and I was so happy when I went out there and the wind and it was cold. First I stepped out, I couldn't feel it, and I stepped and the wind chill was like 13 miles an hour. I said, man, I'm never going to go out there in the cold no more unless I guarantee I'm going to get paid. Unless I'm positive I'm going to get paid, or I'll get a gig. I did do a gig in the cold, and I didn't have my ski suit too. I was just so happy. One of the young ladies that he had hired, she had her buddies there. It was some of her boyfriend and his friend. They were sitting in the car, and I asked her. I said, "Can you send them to the liquor store for me?" She said, "What do you want? You want something? You just want to drink?" And she said, "Yes, keep it under wraps. We don't know how to. That the guy that hired us, we didn't want him to see us." Anyway, she went and fixed me a little shot of tequila, 1 cup. I sipped a little bit too much than I should have sipped. 1 sip, I took a little sip. Ooh, knocked the chill right off me, man. I was so thankful she had that. I didn't have my ski suit. I didn't know how I was going to make it. There was nobody to play for except for the people that he had working for him. They said the people didn't come until late Thanksgiving. Anyway, he paid me in advance, though. I heard from some other people that sometimes people get paid in advance. But I say that to say that, you know, if I was going to go outside and play, I would like to get paid first in the cold. Not unless I'm sure it's going to be a whole bunch of people. Then again, sometimes if there's a whole bunch of people out there, I'm just tired. I didn't feel like going. Usually I go and take my umbrella. Matter of fact, the side that I was going to play on, the opposite side of the White House, the Christmas tree, the wind doesn't blow that much on that side, actually. It's like a little windbreak right there. But I'm tired, and if I keep on, you know, getting all my stuff together, by the time I get everything together, put it in the car and everything, I've been burnt out energy. Plus, I have to wear my ski suit. I have to wear all this stuff. Let me show you. Let me show you. I have to wear. If I wear all this stuff, man, this will be loading me down. We can put this one. I feel like I have a space suit on. See, I have to put these on. Now first I put on my leotards. So this is heated Under Armour, because this will burn you. But the other day I had this on and I had it turned down low. So I put my leotards on. I put this on first. And then I just figured out another way how to wear this. Then I put on my ski suit. I pull my ski suit and I have my pants already on here. See? And so I just don't wear a lot of leotards or long johns. And then I put this on over top of my heated ski suit. But then, you know, it's like I don't know if you ever wore long johns and had to wear a lot of clothes. Walk around, you weight it down, man. You have to be going to the gym all the time to be able to. This is heavy. I can weigh this. I can put this on the scale, and this will weigh something. And that's just the bottom half. This, I can, you know what? I can do a little, if I went down to the gym, I shouldn't lift no more than this. This has a little weight to it. I can do a curls with just my bottom part. And I don't have my shoes on. The shoes, that's going to weigh something too. That's heavy, man. Then I have to wear my jacket. The top part, okay? That's just the bottom. You know what? I'm gonna go weigh this. And here's my shirt. I want to weigh this. Let me get my scale. And this right here too. Let me get the scale. This weighs. Plus I gotta push the dolly. I gotta push the keyboard. Gotta get out of the car. First I gotta get down and gotta put everything in the car. First I gotta put everything in the car. Gotta put everything in the car, right? First I have to get dressed. I don't usually put on, I just put my bottoms on. My scale. I put my bottoms on, and I don't usually put on a lot of top until I get there. Save my top. But I gotta put all that, I have to get halfway dressed, roll everything out to the car. First I have to figure out how I'm gonna put everything on the dolly. Put everything on the dolly. Get halfway dressed, okay? Go out to the car, go get the car, bring the car back, roll everything down there, put everything in the car, and that's lifting. I usually wear my weight belt. Let me make sure I don't miss nobody in the chat room too. I don't want nobody sneaking in there. I don't think I'll see nobody. It's rude. Somebody did wish me a Merry Christmas, and I didn't even see him. Put everything in the car, drive down there, find a parking space. Usually the parking spaces, people don't know. The sign says no parking, but you can park there, especially during holiday season. I haven't seen nobody get a ticket, except for and they even blocked the little spot where the guy that used to sell the hot chocolate in his truck. He don't have nowhere to park. They put these bumpers there where you can't park on the corner. That person been parking there for at least 20 years. And they locked them up too. They've been grabbing the ice, been grabbing them. Anyway, put everything in the car, find a parking space. Then I got to take everything out of the car, load it onto the dolly, make sure it's plugged in. So when I get there, then I put on some more clothes after I get there. Roll around. I got to go up a little hill, go around the bathroom, set everything back up. And I haven't even started playing yet. So, you burn some energy. And then if you perform, that's going to burn you out. It's a difference between just playing or performing. Performing will burn you out. If you're just playing, that's just like if you're at work and you're not really working, you punch the clock and you just going to get paid for not doing anything. But let me see how much I weigh with my clothes on. I know I weigh 128 pounds without the clothes on. So let me see how much the clothes I have on now. The clothes I have on now weigh 4.5 pounds. Everything I have on now weigh 4.5 pounds. Okay. Okay, 4.5. It's 136 pounds, so I'm only 128. So now I'm gonna pick up all these clothes here. Back on the scale. 30. Okay, 36. 136 for these clothes. 136 times. Okay. 143. How much is 36? 36. That's, 10 pounds? More than 10. Like 13 pounds, right? It's 13 pounds. 13 pounds worth of clothes. I didn't even bring my shoes. I didn't bring my shoes because the shoes weigh something too. I said 14 pounds worth of clothes. Plus I'm pushing like over 100 pounds maybe. 20. Yeah, I'm pushing like 100 pounds. So it's like 130 pounds extra weight. Anyway, I'm just saying, I enjoy what I'm doing. Believe me, I get down there, man. Some of the people really make, plus I see people I see every year. But I've been doing it for 40 years. I'm trying to break. I'm breaking. I'm not trying. I'm going to break the. I want to stay home. I ask God to bless me so I'll be able to stay home without going in the red. It's nice. How you like this jacket? How you like me now? It's an Elvis, Liberace type of Jimi Hendrix. This is the nearest I could get to without spending $2,000 to a Penny Lane jacket. This is actually a Chinese, a little girl Chinese jacket, but it looks almost like a Penny Lane joint. Almost like a Penny Lane. But this, I cut this onto a sweater. I'm gonna be doing turtlenecks. And I had to cut the sleeves because I couldn't even get it on. It's fitting so tight. So this will go on. And I wear a spandex body armor up under there. And then this will go on. And then I'll put my purple. This will go. And you know what? There's still another jacket. It's still another jacket that I wear because when I got down, I forgot my jacket and I could feel the air blowing through my windbreaker. If I get they do have some thermal long johns with the all the thermal long johns is just heating. See, it's the other jacket. With that's another 3-4 pounds, I guess. Let me see. Let me get back on the scale again. Let's see. Shoes. This is a scale that I got from my sister's house. 135. Okay, 135 times. Now do the math. If that's 135, without the shoes too. One 35, 47. 35, what's that? 15 pounds? Around 15 pounds. I didn't know this was this heavy until I'm holding it in my arm. I was wondering why when I was walking I felt like I was weighted down. If the windshield is not down on Christmas neither, I'm not going to go out there. Whew. Overhead. Oh. I'm thankful that I can stay home and I can start getting ready. I still need my what? To get my Mac Studio, I still need to order my power card. And get my Phantom out of the pawn shop. When the Eagle fly, I get my Phantom out of the pawn shop. And then I'll start saving up. I took care of the car. There's some other things that I need to really take care of. It's a few things. That's the reason. That's the only reason why I'm really figuring out what days I need to go out. I need to make some, whatever. My portion. I want to trust the Lord. For my portion, I need to replace this. I need to replace this. I can get this for under $300. Put it in myself. And then I need to get my flagship Phantom out of the pawn shop. That's like $600, $650, $700. It's like $400 plus a case. He's gonna sell me a case for $100. And I know after this month, it's gonna be like $70 interest on it. Last time I went to pay it was $170 for interest, so I need to get that thing out of that guy cleaning up on my interest. He's cleaning up on interest, man. It's a highway robbery. But I needed to get that money so I can get a better foothold. But yeah, man, that's like 15 pounds worth of clothes, man. I didn't even realize it weighed that much. So here's my let's move this. Let's put all the cameras up so we can see behind me. What's this one here? Yeah, this is my keyboard. Is that behind me? Or in front of it? This behind me. This is my Casio. And I just found I think this I was using the iLouds, and I think the speaker's blown. I don't think the speaker's blown. Something else is in here. I need to figure out if I can take this thing all the way apart. On YouTube, the front is off of here. That's what I want to do. I want to take this all the way apart. I think this pops off. I think this front pops off. But this speaker here doesn't sound good. I'm hoping it's just the speakers by itself. I can get the speaker for like $30. The iLoud. I really did want to buy another iLoud, but they were trying to talk me into getting the Yamaha S3s. You know, the S5. Matter of fact, some guy was saying that the S5 wasn't good for studio, just for reference monitors. But the other day I was out there playing, and I didn't even have the Bose turned on, and it was loud. And when I turned the Bose on, it was too loud. So this should work good around a Christmas tree. But I'm saying that windshield, I'm not doing it. But this, let me go ahead and put this inside here. This will be the iLoud. It'll be up in here. Run this cable. Run this cable through here for. Run this in here. Plug it in. And that'll be the iLoud. I want to have. If I get another set of iLouds, I can have 3 iLouds. And that'll be plenty for indoors and out. I don't need to be that loud playing. A piano is not that loud. You know, a live piano is perfect without a microphone. If you put a microphone inside a acoustic piano, you don't need to really turn it up that loud. Looking at, oh, is that the sunshine in there? Oh, it's a light. God didn't turn off that's the inside. I ain't gonna be nosy. Last time I was looking across the street, I saw something I didn't want to see. I'm not going to do that no more. I don't like looking over there anyway. They should have their windows closed. Upside down. Let me flip this, y'all. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Birds. This camera here, I don't even want to be messing with that when it cuts off, disconnects. I can slide it just a little though. Let's see. No. Oh, just twist it just a little. Oh. A little bit more. Yeah. Oh, these are old. I got these around the pandemic, so they're about 5 years old. They're about 5 years old. But I don't know if I should order a speaker for that. I'm going to strip this apart after I get everything, my feed up time. I'm gonna strip this down. I think this thing comes out. I don't know if this should come all the way apart. I saw it on I don't see any more screws inside. Is there screws back here? See, I covered this in pipe installation to stop it. It did have a little rattle. Anything's gonna rattle. Plastic. That's why they like to use wood, because it has a better resonance. Plastic is going to rattle. I opened up all of them and I put that angel hair inside of it. Make sure there's a lot of angel hair in there. And then I did all of my speakers before the fire. All that stuff is gone. Like I said, but God did replace what the locust is eating. Did replace what the locust ate. And I did do what is this? My iPad's plugged in over here. Ooh. You know what? I think I'm going to put this up on the desk. I'm going to put this little table. What camera I'm using? That's what camera is this? Yeah, see this little table here? I think I want to put that up on the desk over here. Let me see. So I can make some room here. Show you. I'm charging my battery and my light, so I'm not going out though. Let's see if we can rearrange and show you. Let me show ya. Oh, my doll. My sister makes dolls, and she was showing off her dolls. This one here, I never did take this outside. It's a bear. It's matter of fact, it has a name on it. Take it to Antique Roadshow. Feeling. It doesn't have a brand name. Approved. Age 3 and up. Fiber. Oh, here it is. The Barrington collection. Barrington collection. It's a Barrington collection. But let me see. Let's see if I can get over in this corner here. Let's get behind this table. Synthesizer. One year I took the synthesizer out there, but that's if I have to pack up, there's a whole bunch of stuff to mess with. Let me start and put this table, this expanded thing up on, see if there's enough room. See if there's enough room to put it up here. Hold on, let me put my camera over here so I can see everything. I had to change the screen so I have two screens, but I can only see one. I want to change my screen so that I can see, put everything on share screen, mirror my screens, mirror my God to thee, so I can see what I'm doing on this other screen. Okay, there. And let me put this camera, see how high this camera goes. Whoa. Let's see. Okay. It's going to be, the desk is back here. And I want to move all this papers and notes and stuff here. This table, I haven't decided what this table is going to be. I know it's going to be some kind of work table. I haven't decided exactly what. Let's see. And I need to go through and throw away all my junk, odds and ends. I need to go through all my junk drawers and my we used to call them knickknacks. Knickknacks. We used to go to the store and buy knickknacks for our grandmother. Grandmother had so many. I'm gonna put this. See if this will fit right here. Over without falling off. That's off the edge already. Let's see if it goes sideways. Nope. This plant needs to be moved. I don't need this. Let's see. Wait a minute. I can move this. I can get rid of this. Let's see if I can. I had this plant. It's up. I want to pull it off. Climbing, creeping. What's it? Wandering Alice. Creeping Alice or whatever. This is tied on here. I need to cut this. Get a knife. I don't want to cut that tie wrap. I can undo that. Let me see. No, I can't move anything. That camera is stretch as far as it's going to go. Get this. It's a tie wrap. I can undo the tie wrap with a knife. That's the wrong camera. I probably can get it. I probably can see it with this camera. Let me get over there. Oh, I'll move this table here. I don't need this. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. One. Let's see. Did I put one on the bottom too? Nope. And this gets a little extra. Whoa! Just a little table here. Oh! Shot glass. Oh, here's my screws for my this is just a little table. A little plant table. Okay. This will fit right up here. I haven't figured out what this table gonna be for. Let's see. Okay. Touch lamp. And I need to hang a picture. Let's see. This is for the window to keep people from being nosy. Let me see, here's my screws for my Mac Studio. Mac plants. Let this climb up my fig tree. And this window opens up, the sun will shine through. I want to put this back up there so it can climb. I'll get in the chair. I'll do that later. Forgot the name of that plant. Wandering Alice or something. Okay. Let's see. Now to find somewhere to put this here. This table. Let me see. It wouldn't fit in there. Find somewhere to put it on this side of the room. I can put it over here. I wonder if it'll fit on this. I'll take this plant down. Move my hydroponics over some. harmonics. Might fit right there. This is ain't nothing on this table though but junk. Just a junk table. Bear. This was my father. Somebody got him for Valentine's Day. Actually, the Snoopy was a Valentine's present too. I saw the Snoopy over my dad. I said, "Daddy, I'm taking the Snoopy." I said, "Daddy, I'm taking the Snoopy for to go outside with me." And it's been outside with me ever since. It's been inside my tip jar ever since. I said, a couple of things. I took some pajamas from him too. I said, "Daddy, I'm taking these pajamas, man." And actually, I bought a pair of shoes for my father, but they said it wasn't safe for him to walk on those type of shoes. My baby sister took those. Here's my glasses. I need to glue these in too. It's falling apart. These are my Prince glasses. I need to put some more super glue in here to hold it. My Prince glasses. I take them when I don't want nobody to see me. Is that sun? Is that hazy? Where's that haze coming from? The window? Yeah, the haze is coming from the window. That glare? Where's that glare coming from? Anyway, let me drop it down. It's too hot. Drop it down. The glare might go away if I drop it like it's... Oh, that's coming through that window. Glare coming through that window. Pull that curtain down. And I can put on my other proper light. Proper light. See the glare go out the window? Still kind of glary over here. But I got rid of that table. Let me see, where's this junk? See, there ain't nothing. All the stuff in here is junk in here. Inside this little, in here, there's nothing but junk in here. I'm gonna put it up on this table for now. I had to go through my whole apartment and throw away everything. Knickknacks. Knicky-knacks. But here's my Prince glasses. I still got a big old glare behind me. That glare. It's coming from. Let me see. Turn off all these lights. Let me see where the glare is coming. It's coming out that window. Anyway, my synthesizer over here. I use a piano module with this. And put these glasses back in. I need to tighten these up some more. Circus Minds showed me how to fix these glasses when they broke. Showed me get a little piece of antenna. Put it on there. He took them home. He fixed several things for me. We had a big argument. We hadn't been talking. I haven't seen him. I did have a dream I saw him. Synthesizer. I'm gonna do the synthesizer so it just be the piano module and the synthesizer. I had everything hooked up to this. I had a vocoder on here. I had so many things. I just want to do the piano module and the synthesizer. Keep that simple. I had so much stuff, so I'm just gonna, this will be like a piano. This will be a keyboard, but I want to keep it simple. Plus I need to have it so when I flip it up, it won't, I need to put a nail in here so that this case, I took the back off of this, man. This thing was heavy. You know how they say something's a tank, built like a tank? It's going to be heavy as a tank too. It's built like a tank. Found this, somebody lost it. Put my bear. Yeah, this is from the bear collection, man. What if it's worth something? If it's worth, you know, if it's worth over $20, you can over $20, $30. I'll sell it quick. I don't have no purpose. It's just hanging on decoration. And I got the it's another thing I have over there is not. I don't want to talk about Mickey Mouse because that's one of the most prejudiced companies in the world. For years, you couldn't even talk about anything. If you mention anything about a union, they'll fire you on the spot. And they took advantage of the workers. And it's so funny that some of the shows and the actors that I love so much, I found out how prejudiced they were. You notice you didn't see anybody marching with Martin Luther King, except for the Godfather. What's that guy's name, Mom? The guy that played the Godfather and I Cover the Waterfront. And there was only a handful of people that showed up at the civil rights marches. You know, because they knew if they went to the, and plus the guy, he spoke out for the Indians, Native American Indians. He really went off on that. Matter of fact, he didn't accept his award. He let, when he got an award, he let a little Indian girl pick it up. And they said that John Wayne was all drunk back there. They said they had to hold him back because he was ready to run out on stage and grab the trophy from the little Indian girl. Said they had to hold him back. But anyway, where'd I get off with that? It's just part of reality, man. It's let me see. Okay, let's go back here. It's my Casio keyboard. I had to get that table out of the way. But it looked good up there. Now it's out of the way. Let me see if I can move this table. Yeah, it's out of the way back there. Can't take it off the rack. Can't take it off the, show you what is back behind this desk. Behind there. It's back on the other side of there, on the side of there. Matter of fact, actually, I can move it because this is my downtime. I can move this. This is my downtime screen. This gets moved over here so that I can watch my movies from my laying down position, my downtime position. Well, a good thing I did move this too because this is stuck in here. I want to start getting ready for sessions, man. I've been rearranging my apartment for the past 6 years or more. Yeah. And this table here, put my glasses on so I can see what y'all looking at. I just put this table, I just put this up here. This will go down. This goes up and down. No, this is a different one. Yeah, this does go up and down. It's just not as easy as the other one in the other room. Put it on. Unlock. There. It's unlocked. Locked. Unlocked. Wait a minute. Unlock. This one's stuck. Okay, it's unlocked. It should push down. I'm not worried about it. Not concerned about it. I told you I'd get rid of that word worry. Not going to be over here for a minute. Need to hang this picture back up. I need to put this up here so that I can see it. Hang this picture up right there. Hammer. Hammer time. Where's the hammer? Here it is. Over here in the drum, right over here in the drum section. Okay. Just wanted to show you that table. Now I can get to my synthesizer. right here. Like I said, I'm going to have the synthesizer, so it just be piano module, and synthesizer. I don't need. It was so complicated. It looked like a spaceship. Somebody told me. I had a vocoder up here. I had the trackpad up there, and I had the iPad here. I got the piano module still in here. I can just reach in here and get it. Had a little mixer too. Here's a mixer. Here's the mixer. I don't need, if I just have it, I can bypass the mixer because I do have some wires that I cut. So I didn't need a mixer. The mixer and the piano module should be in here too. Where's the piano module? I can go in the front. And all this foam rubber too, I need to put this, I want to do this over again. It's a piano module missing. And I need to nail this so that so this won't be falling down. Put a nail in there. The piano module around here somewhere. It's supposed to be right in here though. Here it is. Is that it? I see. Oh, it done fell through the hole, did it? No, that's. I'm not messing with this. Piano module around here somewhere. Oh, I know where it is. It's inside. It's inside the synthesizer. It's inside the synthesizer. I cut a little cubby hole. The piano module fit inside the synthesizer. See this? Imagine this with the mixer, and then I had a vocoder, and the iPad, and the trackpad. Man, this was like a spaceship. I had to concentrate hard to even figure out to get some music to come out of it. Mew it to come out of it. Here's keep this hammer here. I'm gonna hang this picture. I didn't have to cut this. Got a bunch of these tie wraps right here. Here's my Phantom Power wireless. That's what I was using on there. I needed the Phantom Power wireless for the vocoder to work. Because you had to have a Phantom Power microphone for the vocoder to work. But I need to cut this off here because I was going to super glue this, but it's not unless I take a heat gun. Take a heat gun to it. Need to get another heat gun too. I was using a hair dryer. But I know it had that asbestos in it. Here's one of my dollies I'm still working with. Whoop, the wheel just came off. The dolly down here. Homemade dolly. Yeah, front wheel on it. But the back wheels keep locking. Came off again. I need to have this. Actually, I want to put the original wheel back in there. This one needs to go in the front, but I need to change this wheel out so it can turn. See, the back wheel's locked now. It's rolled pretty good. I just need to make sure that the front, see, it's locking every so often. Shot glass with this is beeswax and all kind of stuff here. Yeah, like I said, I want to make this synthesizer just piano and synthesizer by itself. I think I want to do away with this mixer too. I do have some wires. I told you I have some wires that I spliced together so I didn't have to use a mixer. I can do 2 in and 4 out. I'll figure it out. But I don't have to worry about going outside, so I don't have to worry about pacing myself. I'm gonna make me a hamburger sandwich though. I got me some fresh hamburger. Push this out of the way again until my downtime is already ready. Downtime not quite ready. Whew. Drop it like it's hot. Whoa, that definitely was hot. Dropped it too far. It wasn't that hot. Oh, I'm charging my iPad. Oh, this thing is red. iPad. Oh, I didn't have it turned on. I didn't have this thing turned on. Just nice. Yeah, I don't have to worry about pacing myself now. So if I was going outside, I'd be exhausted by the time I got to the car. The time I put everything inside the car, then I have to take everything back out. Man, it's so hard. You know what though? I'm not gonna talk about it when ooh, the hand is itching though. When I got the last time I got money, it was this hand is itching right there on the inside. This one is itching now. Sometimes people say either hand can itch. But it was my left hand when I got that money, and I knew it was coming. I knew it. I had faith. I didn't really know it, because it was something I had to get approved for. But here's my small umbrella, and I had a big umbrella too. I had a big umbrella you could do curls with. So now this cuts down. I can take this out and open this up and put it sideways and block the wind. But I told myself I ain't going through all that no more. I'm not going to go through all that. Been there, done that, man. It's time for me to, it's time to reap the benefit of my harvest. Huh, man? Time to reap the benefit of the harvest. You know? I was so tired out there, my hair fell off, and I didn't even know it. I looked down on the ground, my hair was on the ground. Whew. But like I said, when I sign off, I'm going to take this all the way apart. This speaker here is the passive one, and for some reason you can barely hear it. I don't think the speaker's blown. I think it's something on the inside. So I'm going to take this completely apart. And I put another speaker in this. This was Rock Jam. I have another one that's light as a feather. The speaker, you know how cheap this is? This isn't even wood. It's not even compressed wood. It's compressed cardboard. It's compressed cardboard. But they save money when they sell it. But it's something for a kid, you know. But I replaced the speaker in there. I put a woofer in there. I had a subwoofer that blew out. Some weight on it too now. Sounds a lot better with the speaker in there. I might want to do this. I might want to get another subwoofer and replace the other one so I can play in stereo. But like I said, I'm gonna I have a dilemma to get. I can get this for around $2 something. They still want 100. They still want 270 for this, brand new. So micro iLouds, the first gen. Ain't nobody been in the chat room, y'all. Make sure nobody snuck in the chat room on me. Put my phone back in. Let's see. I can't see the chat room. Okay, here's okay, 2 thumbs up, nobody in the chat room. Want to make sure. I hate it when I'm in the chat room, I'm waiting for the person to get there to read my chat. I have to sit there and wait. Let's pack this keyboard up. But let me do these wires too. I'm gonna tighten these wires up so that they'll be nice and tight. What's this? Oh, it's coming through that way. I know. Let's see. I'm gonna run everything through the same so I can wrap the wires up. wrap the wires together so that everything will be nice and neat when I get out there. Always do that. I see, you know, people come to a gig and they pull out one cord and plug that in. Everything's already plugged in when I get there. And the wires are, I'm going to put the wires together so everything sort of look like one wire. So 3 wires will look like one wire. Tie wraps. Tie wraps. Plus, I want to make a wireless plug for the for this, so I can use a wireless. I can use a wireless now. Let me get my tie wraps. I wonder if I can play my music on here, y'all. Let's see. It was popping though. It was popping and rattling and shaking. Like, I remember Circus Mind used to always say rattling and shaking. I want to see if my pattern would play while I'm doing this. It was working pretty good, but it was crackling. It was crackling. So what patterns, a song in it? Here's a song right here. Coming through the SSL. It sounds like it's connected down to. Cleaner. Whoops. Phantom. Okay, let's do that again. Oh, I have my windows split too. I don't need both of these. I don't need to be sharing, mirroring. Like I say, after the first, it's going to be on. I'm winding down. I'm just getting in the habit of not working with this. crackling, and then I. Oh, there it is. Now let's. Oh, it's crackling. That ain't crackling. It's popping and crackling. That's put it back where it was. No, yeah, coming out of SSL. Uh, yeah, it's really glitchy here.